What's up guys, welcome back. Now today I'm going to be teaching you how to get the true overlord device at only life 100 and up. And I just want to point out, I do use executive base size in this video, so you can still do it without it, but I'm just going to be doing it to make it a little bit easier in the meantime. But it's definitely doable. You don't necessarily need to go buy executive in order to do this. Also, it uses none of those items, so it's everything you could get just by playing through the game. So yeah, alright, let's get started. Alright, so first, before I begin, I also wanted to let you know you do need the ore transponder for 3 SXD in the shop. I'll be teaching you a guide on how to get there, hopefully sometime soon, and I'll be doing the life 2k cent video. Also, if you want to join the Discord, you can, it's below. But yeah, alright, let's get started. Alright, so first off, you want to place down the first teleporter of your choice. Then you want to put down 5 ore transponders. By the way, set your game quality settings down to the lowest because you will be using the full ore limit. Now place down an ore gate, and then you want to place down the matching teleporter. Now you want to place down 3 walls. Alrighty, now you're going to place down your walls over here, just a little bit in front of your transponder loop, just like this. You want to keep it 1 tile away from the edge of the base because of the way we're going to do our loop over here, because there are 2 loops in the setup. This will be the second one. You want to place one right here as well. Then place down a controlled gate right here, just like that. Now place down more of these segments. Just like that. Alright, now we're done. Alright, now for this part you could pretty much use just about any conveyor that there is. So I'm going to use plasmas because they're really fast and anyone could get them. They only cost 1 trillion. So you could use whatever conveyor you want. It doesn't matter at all. Now you want to get a centering conveyor right here, and you want to put another one right here. Also, this was my bad. Put another wall segment right there. Get your conveyor ramp right there and right here. Actually, I didn't forget that you can't have the wall there, because I just remembered we have to put the Freon blast upgrader because of the fact that, well, with this, what we have to do is we have to blaster loop, and because of the fact we're blaster looping, we would have to use either a Freon sprayer or the Freon blast upgrader, and not a lot of early players get that, so I decided to use this. Right now, place down 2 reversible conveyors just like that. Place down that same colored sender. Alrighty, now things are going to get more confusing, considering now you have to start building the setup to actually get it, so it shouldn't be too bad. It should only take you a few minutes, and then you'll be there within pretty much no time. So let's get this done, guys. Alright, so on the other side of your base, it should be about right here. You want to put your, a different colored receiver than the other one, because you do not want ores going in. Alright, now we're going to put 3 centering conveyors. Now an astral predictor. A clockwork. 3 cryogenic upgraders. 3 ore magnifiers. Now you're going to place down a loop-de-loop. Place down 4 walls just like this. If you'd like to, you could place down a portable or advancer on the edge of the loop-to-loop, just like that. Place down a basic conveyor. Now a ramp and a half conveyor. The half conveyor is going to be needed, so don't forget it. Put down another wall, and then to prevent any ores from dying more than they will on here, you could place down some ladders because of the extremely small hitbox ratio. If you'd like to, because of the size of portable ore advancers, and we're about to use those, you could always do it like this, which is the best way to do it, because they go sideways. Just a good idea. I actually just thought of this one now as well. You could always use one of these. This is probably the best option, considering it's less items and it fills up more space with the same ratio. Place down 2 of these right here. Now place down 2 centering conveyors. Place down a orbital upgrader right here on the loop-to-loop. It could be in either space. Place down 2 right here as well. Actually, because of the blasters, go back over here and change these out with full shielded conveyors. Those will come in handy. Speed is preferred because it makes the loop faster, but because these are slower, 2 reasons. They're shielded, so ores won't fall out, and you'll have better timing, because faster loops are a little bit harder to control with blasters. You can do that if you want, it's not necessary. Now, over here, you want to just place down more full shielded conveyors. These, overall, there's a total over here of 21. That's what I got. You could preferably put down the same amount. Alright, now we're going to start placing down the portable ore advancers. So go ahead and start putting these along the side. Should look something like this when you're done. Now place down... you can actually replace a few of the full shielded conveyors with the centering conveyors. I prefer you use 3 centering conveyors, and then a robotic cancer and a maintenance supporter. Then place down a different teleporter sender than the first 2 you used. You could place your receiver right here, about 1 tile away. Then place down the large conveyor converter, or the large converter ramp, I apologize. Then a portable flamethrower right here. You could also place down another large, or another portable ore advancer. I was going to say large converter ramp. Actually, replace this with the large converter, or the large conveyor ramp, because we want ores to be as close to the middle as possible, because you're going to place 2 aerogel refiners, a centering conveyor, and a Freon blast upgrader. Because then again, like I said earlier, most of you shouldn't end up having the Freon sprayer to extinguish the fire. My bad for those grammar errors and missortings. Alright, now you can place the large converter ramp. Place 5 repulsion devices down. Should be just like this so far. Place a raised shielded conveyor right after that. Then place down a spectral upgrader. Now place down 7 mini upgraders. Just like that. All 7. Now place down the catalyst. Now place down a wild spore and an azure refiner. Place down a conveyor ramp, another orbital upgrader, 2 military grade conveyors, and then another one over here. Place down a ramp in between. If you have Statue of Knowledge, place it down right here. If you don't, it's really easy to get. Just get an alt account, like load it in on your phone, go in the same server as it on your computer or Xbox, and just help that alt account get its rebirth. It's really easy to do. Alright, now place down your overlord device, your quantum ore cleaner, your ore illuminator, your ore gate, a centering conveyor with another orbital upgrader. Just in case they don't hit all of them, that's why we're using extras, because sometimes they tend not to hit. Just in case, yes, I know there is a use limit. Now, place down 3 flaming ore scanners, another Freon blast upgrader, an ancient temple, pizza blaster. Now, place down 2 professional upgraders, place down a conveyor ramp, place down a military grade conveyor right here, put it half on and half off. Now place down your large converter ramp, and then you want to place down the ore replicator right here, just like that. Then put another ramp. Place down a military grade conveyor and 2 centering conveyors. Now place down an ore. Once you have the ore cannon, place down the Big Bertha right next to it, because you have to make sure it gets in. If it doesn't get in, you're kind of screwed. Now place down a centering conveyor and another ore cannon. Now place down the military grade conveyor 6 times, but keep it 1 tile away from that cannon. So place 6 of these 1 tile away, just to make sure that the ore at least can hit all of the ion fields we're going to place. Alright, just because we want to make sure the ores survive, I completely forgot to do this, so I apologize. Place down 2 tiny conveyors right here. So all you want to do is take what you've done over here and just move it 1 tile to the side. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. Alright, now we're going to place down the ion field right here. Just like that, and then another one next to it. And you want to put these ones a tile ahead as well, because for some reason they tend to hit better like that. I have no idea why. Put the overhang upgrader down right here. I was gonna say use Ice Crusher if you have it, because a lot of people do, considering how easy it was to get. Just place it. I don't count it as a collectible, considering it was a reborn, but just because the point of this video is no collectibles, I will not be, so I'm going to get the amount of tiles it is and just replace it with conveyors. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to place down 2 tiny conveyors, and I'll probably just put down 2 conveyors. I think that's the best option I could go with, because I know for a fact that I can't use that, considering it's not something you can even get. So yeah, I'll just put down 2 nuclear conveyors. Alright, if you have it, use it, but if you don't, it's okay. Anyways, now you want to put down the 2 lightning bolt refiners. Now place down a conveyor ramp and 2 military grade conveyors, and then put this one right here, just like that, and another one back here. Put down a conveyor ramp and then an ore tracker. Actually, no, my bad. Do it vice versa. So a tracker and then a conveyor ramp. Okay, because I'm as dumb as I am, it was 6 like I thought it was, but I thought something seemed off, but I don't know. It's hard to count when you can't move the mouse over them. Alright, so just move everything back another tile. Make sure your military conveyors are aligned like this with the conveyor ramp. Now you want to put down another large converter ramp. Now place down the alien relic, if possible. It's pretty easy to get from Masked Man or red banded boxes. Now place down 2 toxic Schrodingers. Now this part can be a little bit confusing without me showing you all in all, so I'm going to show you how to do this. Here, place down a basic conveyor going like this, one going like this, one like this, and I think we could do simply just that, just like that, and then we're gonna get the wall segment right here. Let's place down, actually let's put a ramp, another conveyor ramp, a centering conveyor, or, you know, let's do a plasma because we want this part to be fast, or else this would be really annoying to pull off correctly. Okay, so we have this. Let me remove a few of these lights. We don't need these anymore. At least not all of them. Okay, so what you want to do here is more plasmas. So we're going to do 5. Just like this. You should have 3 sticking out. Alright, now you're done with that part. Place down another converter ramp. Now here you're going to place down your ore steamer, just like this. Pretty easy to do. Now you're going to do that one more time. Alright, so now last part pretty much, we're almost done, thankfully, is the turn, just like this. Then put down another conveyor, another ramp, place down a raised mini converter, and a conveyor ramp right here, just like this. Now get your tiny conveyors out, put one right here, one right here, and then one right here, just like this. Now put an ore crane down, then you can put down the winder, I'm pretty sure, because if I can remember correctly, those are available at this life. I could be wrong though. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, no, those are not available just yet. I apologize. So because we can't use the winders, what we're gonna do over here is just a steamer. If you'd like, you could do it like this. Or the safest way is to use the crane and then the converter. Just like that. Alright, now you're going to get the final one of the teleporters that you haven't used at all. Now, here's where things tend to get pretty annoying, because it's just really hard to fit correctly. I'm gonna place down your teleporter right here. Also, I forgot to mention, place a conveyor wall right there. Place down 5 nuclear conveyors right here. Now place the chemical refiner. Place down the nuclear chamber, a Tesla resetter, a converter ramp. Now this is also pretty annoying if you're a new player to the game. Place down your replicator on this side this time, then place down 2 of these, leading to a pink teleporter if you used it at the start, or whichever one you decided to use. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure it matches the beginning of the loop. You don't want to do it, or not the loop, the setup loop, because you use this twice. not any of these loops, because those will pretty much just break your ore pretty quickly. Alrighty. Now place down the 3 final military grade conveyors. Then the last part is to place down the furnace, the Heart of Dusk. It's a pretty big furnace. Just gonna warn you about that. So, yep. If you don't have the right space, because I probably screwed something up a little bit, it's not really anything bad. Unless I didn't see it, because I am using this screenshot from when I actually made the setup. Nothing seems wrong, so all it was is I forgot 2 tiny conveyors. It's nothing bad really. You could pretty much fix it right away. Alrighty. That is now done. Now I'm gonna teach you how to like actually use this setup. Alright, now get down a Newtonium mine right here with an ore tracker. Just like this. And then we are going to put down a blue teleporter sender. Alright, now let your ore limit fill up to 275 or 250, depending on if you have the extra or not. We're going to do the 275. Also, you can open this if you'd like, or you could let all the ores build up. I usually let them all build up and then they all go at once, but it's up to you. There's no like required way to do it. By the way, if you want to make it go even faster than it already is, what I'm doing is I am currently going to place down a second Newtonium and just let more ores go down. So you could place down another Newtonium right here if you have one, and just have them, just pretty much just let them start looping again. It's pretty easy to do. You could send those in that way. So we're gonna grab the blue, because that's what I used. Alright, now it's just gonna let the ores fill up faster. It will cause a lot of lag, prepare for that. That's all I want to tell you guys. It will not go easy on you. It's pretty laggy. Alright, now we have max ores. So what I'm gonna do over here is remove this mine, remove those, and remove the sender and the mine. Alright, now we have to wait for these to finish looping, actually, because they still have to loop. Make sure that you don't sit there too long, because these don't take more than just maybe 3 minutes at most or so to loop. Once you have all of your ores in, they will go all the way up to DE. Just remember that, though. So it shouldn't be too bad of a wait. Alright, now because I did remove down the tracker and the mine, it did stop updating the ores values, but they're still updating, but the tracker won't show it. So once they loop for about 3 minutes, you could promise that they're done. Some might say like trillions or billions or something. You know that's not real for one reason, and that's because the ores have been going for so long. Like I said, these loop extremely fast, so yeah, just remember that. Okay, so you're going to stop your ores from going through. Then you're going to take this blue sender, and you are going to put that right over here. Just like that. Now, once you're ready, you can start looping again. They're going to go into this one, though. Just like this. Now, you want to let them spread out a little bit, so it usually doesn't take long. Just let them get some distance. Alrighty. Now we're going to place down a big bad blaster right on the button. Now you're going to wait until you only have maybe at most 3 ores, because the more ores you have, the higher chance of, you know, them surviving, but the less ores you have, the closer you'll be to a higher amount of cash due to the way blaster looping works. So we're gonna hope that we can manage to get these at least to SXD. That's like the requirement out of this. If we don't do it, we're not gonna be able to get it. I just want you guys to know that. So you have to get SXD out of this loop. I'll see you guys when the loop is done. Now, as you could tell by looking at the top of my screen, the ore limit has definitely dropped. Because the way the ore's values aren't updating, I'm assuming these are a lot lower than they really are. But right now, we're getting about TDD and QDD, so once we get to QND, then we're one under the requirement. So if it does take a few times, feel free to loop as many times as it takes. But I have managed to get TSTG using this setup. You will need a good ore though. That is a promise. So we have a QND ore already. Alright, QND, QDD. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, so now we have our first ore with SXD. We have 2. Alright, now is when we have to really start focusing on how many ores are alive. So currently there are 3 alive. All worth SXD, and some are about to hit SPD, which is even better. The higher amount you have, the better chances you have. Alright, so let's see these ores. SPD, SPD, and SXD. Okay, this is good. We have enough now. So what you're going to do is make sure that you don't have any blue teleporter senders placed on the setup. Now, all you have to do is grab that pink, place it right here, and let your ores go through. Make sure this gate for the ore illuminator is closed. Your ores will not survive without it. Get ready to start spam clicking the lightning bolt refiners. Alrighty, so without particles enabled, the way to tell whether or not your ores have achieved those 5 seconds is either A, stopwatch, or 2, wait until you see their value change. If you're not sure, wait about 5 to 10 seconds if you don't have the ability to know one of those two. Alright, now just send them through, and then close the gate again immediately. Now you can start spam clicking these, just to make sure that you get the upgrade, because these will probably be one of the most useful items in this. Alright, now they're gonna go through here. Perfect. Alrighty, now they're going through one last time. By the way, congrats for reaching this far, because until now, there really haven't been too many people that actually managed to get TSTG at life 100, or around that range. Usually it takes until either sacrifice or at least 500, especially because you don't need stars for this. So it helps out a lot, not needing anything like Symmetrium or something that powerful. These are just very common items that don't really take any effort to get. The only one that is annoying to get is the transponder, which can take maybe about an hour of just upgrading your loop and just adding on more shop items. It's pretty much this setup, just slimmed down to like 2 lines of reborn items and stuff with a Tesla. you just send it through twice after using the best loop from the shop you have. That'll get you SXD fast. That's what I did. You just keep adding better loops and a few more upgraders, better furnace, pretty much. You'll get there. I will release a guide for it. Alright, now you're going to send it through. If you get UTG or DTG, if you get like a decent amount of DTG, then it's fine. All you have to do is just do your setup maybe once more, and it'll guarantee TSTG. UTG, you might just want to see if there's anything else at all that you can add. But that's pretty much it. We already have DTG and UTG ores, so we've already now achieved TSTG. So yeah, here we go. TSTG life 100. Oh, even better, QTTG. Let's see what this gets. QTTG. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your true Overlord device, and have a good one. I'm out.